is that I have to work till 67 to draw out my pension. This is Sylvia. Welcome to Boss Mum. I have believed a lie that I have to work until 67 before I draw out my pension. Now, I am 45, 46 at the moment. So you do the maths. Are you telling me I have to work 20 years before I can draw out my pension? I'm already tired. I could retire today. I think the plan is from work to your sick bed to your grave, you'll never get to enjoy your pension. When I was growing up, when I went to secondary school, they teach you just the basic subjects, some of the subjects that you never need when you leave school, but they never teach you how to make money. They never teach you how to be independent. And if you look at the generations, my mom was a housewife, or is what? My dad is dead now. My mom's a housewife, so she was a stay-at-home mom, if you like. And my dad was a policeman. Rest family. The husband is the breadwinner. So that's the family that I grew up in, and it's normal. The man goes to work, brings in the money, looks after the children, and that's it. That's the end of it. But in the last 5 years, or 10 years maybe, between 5 and 10 years, I discovered it's all a lie. It's all a lie. And the reason I say that is when we look at our current government and the changing policies and the threshold on tax and how much you've got to pay, the NI deductions, which we all have to pay towards in order to facilitate our services, to facilitate the economy, the running of the economy. But when you look at the future, when you look at the years that you have to work before you draw out your pension, and the forecast of what you're going to get, it's not worth it. No wonder we have people, older people, who are still working because they have no choice, because the pension is not enough for them to live on, because the pension does not count for the cost of living. And the cost of living right now is very high. People are struggling. So when I say that I have been lied to telling me that I went to school, I went to college, I went to university, I did my teaching, and I am working, getting up early in the morning, going to work, and doing that over and over again, and that is the life. That is what I have to work towards. So for the next 20 years, I can't even stand it for the next week, to be honest. It's, you're saying no. A few years ago, do you know something? I love YouTube, because YouTube gives you the ability to learn skills. Everything that you need to learn, most of the things are on YouTube. So I use YouTube as a learning tool. I use YouTube even when I'm looking for the smallest thing. I go on YouTube. A few years back, my friend was talking to me about a digital business, and she said to me, go on YouTube, this is what they do, this is how they do it. And I signed up, and to be honest, I haven't seen any results. I'm not knocking digital businesses, they're the way forward. I haven't seen any results from that, and the reason why I haven't is because it's my fault. attended the training. I've not done enough things to push myself or to push the business. So I'm still on zero. But now, more so in the last year, it's kind of like the year of awakening, when you realize that, hold on a minute, what's been going on? Something needs to change. You look at the world, you look at the economy, you look at the digitization of our lives and everything, and it makes you feel like you're a slave. You're a slave to the system. You're working to pay for bills, getting up wherever you want to or not, but because you've got to pay for the rent, you've got to pay for the mortgage, you've got to pay the bills, you've got to pay for this. So my life, I feel like I'm a slave. A slave to the system, a slave to my bills, a slave to the circumstances, a slave to myself, because I have no choice but to work. So this digital business is an automated system whereby you promote the business, you talk about it, and a lot of families, pets, professionals are thriving because of this business. The other business that I was interested in was the affiliate marketing. I got some information, I read up on it, watched a few YouTube videos, got a few links, and that was it. And there are lots of affiliate marketing, affiliate programs that you can sign up to. So I've signed up to some of those, for example, including I've got vidIQ, I've got Creative Fabrica, I've got Fiverr, I've got quite a few of them. But you know what, the problem is still the same. I think we all need systems. We all need systems to know how to do things. You could have the best, shiny, the most beautiful product, but if you don't know how to market it, if you don't know how to push it to the right audience, nobody's going to pay attention. Nobody's going to buy it. So now I've got some time off, and I am going to ensure that I am going back to school to learn digital business, to learn automation, and most importantly, to learn promotion. How do you promote your product? How do you push your product to the right audience? What is the budget? How much money do you need to do that? Because everything costs. Anything that doesn't cost, I question it, because we know if you need to push products, you have to put money in running ads, you have to put money in promotion. Even this very YouTube that I'm speaking from, you can pay for ads, you can pay for promotion, so that your video gets in front of people. So I have come to the conclusion, if I want to come out of the rat race, if I want to come out of the slavery system, I have to help myself. It all starts with knowledge. You can't just sign up to things like I have done in the past, and then you post a link here and there and you hope and pray. No, it doesn't work like that. Everything has a strategy. Everything has a system behind it. And the business owner has to be able to plan diligently and ensure that you have the correct information, you've done your market research, and you're able to reach the appropriate audience, and you put that product in front of them. So this is how we get out of the rat race. This is how we develop ourselves, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that we have to work and keep working on. It might take, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year, but you can't give up. Even when you don't see results, keep going. Even when no one is. So keep going. Even when no one's watching. You never know, your video one day might be the video that somebody's looking for. Video one day might be the video that somebody's looking for. I mean, obviously there are mechanisms that go into the videos, the thumbnails, the titles, the descriptions, and the actual video itself, the editing. There's a lot of things that go into producing a good video, but you're only one video away. As long as you get your thumbnails and your titles right, those are some of the things that ensure that the right people are seeing your video. So that, and there are there are mechanisms and things that you need to do to get it right, but there are systems everywhere. I was listening to Think Media, I don't know if I can mention it, and they've got a system that they've built which will do your description, your thumbnails, and your titles. And I'm like, wow, because we all struggle with titles. I struggle with titles. So it's good to be able to get your video in the right place to the right people, because there's a method behind everything. We don't do things like I used to think. You do something by chance and you hope and pray, oh, it's going to make it. No, there's a method behind everything. And some people say, just post. No, you don't just post or post. You have to post and do the thing properly so that you can get it in front of the right audience. So I am going to do my Saturday shopping. We are on this journey together. I am determined by the end of this year, I'm giving myself 4 months. It's even less than 4 months because August is about to finish, to ensure that I have set up my business, that my mindset is running along the side that I need to make my own money, earn my own money on my own terms, wake up at my own alarm clock, get up in the morning without worrying I have to be here, I have to do this, without having to take permission to ask for holidays, and you're off sick and you're worried if you're going to get paid for this, you're worried about your hours. Oh my God, there's just so much that goes into it. And by the mercies of God, we pray that we will be able to do it together. I mean, God is involved in everything that I do. Don't know about you, but God is involved in everything I do. I pray, I wait on God. But this time around, it's like you have to be active, you have to be proactive. We have to do something. We can't just sit and just be slaves to the system and just be slaves to ourselves. So I'll put the links of the digital marketing that I use, and also my digital business. But this is not about that. It's just about bringing about awareness, is that I feel like I have been lied to all my life. I'm only realizing it at 45, and I'm looking at the government policy on pension and it's telling me I have to work till I'm 67. Hello, another 22 years from here, I'm already tired. So by the mercies of God, yes, this is what my brain is going, and that's where we have to go to get out of this rut run. I hope that this live has blessed you, impacted you in any way, whatever. Just drop me a comment, let me know how this resonates with you, and if you want to partner up, let's get together and make things happen. Okay, God bless you.